Alright folks, welcome back to Ocarina of Time. We're doing a Let's Try of The Legend of Zelda. Let's try it again. Welcome back to Let's Try The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm not editing anything really. So, for those of you that are just joining my playthrough of this, we've just come from the sages. We've just recently got the Master Sword, and we've been magically transported to a 7-year version of Link in an adult form. And I thought we'd be able to go back to I thought we could like go back to him to being young Link, but I kind of forgot there's like, for some reason the game doesn't let you do that for a little while. So instead of doing the showing you some of the mini games, we're going to go and earn a couple new items that's going to be ever so helpful at this point in the game. So let's talk a little bit about this first scene. When I first saw this, I was like, what the heck happened here? It was like a happy church place turned into like a very deathly church place, and then the real shock and horror comes in like right over here. Where you find out that the market is just like totally abandoned. There's nothing but like these guys from the graveyard that hang around. And everything's like into like total darkness, so there's not really like much you can do except kill these guys and earn some stuff. It's frightful, but you know what? It's just really freaky. So immediately we're gonna head straight out to Hyrule Field, which starts off kind of dark, but then just gets light right away. So there's not that much more change going on. So according to Navi, we're supposed to actually head to Kakarika Village. I'm going to just make the case that you do not actually go there, because there's not really much you can do. I love like how he says, "Take heck here." So there's not really much of anything you can do here. So I'll just kind of show you briefly some of the changes that have gone on here. The cuckoo thing is, well, we'll worry about that one later. This first door kind of leads you to a shooting type game. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, you don't. But for some reason in this little hut, Melon's asleep, and he's just you can sort of like hear him snoring like such. He's not really much in this second half of the game, but you can actually wake him up with a cuckoo later. But so. If you need a little bit of a clue, you can always talk to this little old lady here.
A long time ago, there was a man in this village who had an eye. They said it could see the truth. Now, usually you have to train in your mind's eye most strenuously to actually see the truth. But this fellow, no, they say he had a different way of doing things. His house stood where the well is now.
And she's talking about this well over here. It's not going to serve much purpose right now, but a little bit later you'll get a way to go down there, and there that's evidently where the where a treasure is. I won't say what. There is a little bit of a shooting game here. I don't remember entirely how this works, but I think you need like a bow, like an arrow for it. I think. What does he say here? Okay. So yeah, you just use whatever weapon he gives you, and I can't really remember. Okay, he does. All right, so he does give you like a bow to use. There's not really much excitement out of this, but you just keep on shooting rupees and stuff. Kind of like a Jack in the Box. It's kind of a cool little game here because you can sort of see like the actual effects of the rupee exploding. And like, if you do it enough times, you can get like little prizes and stuff like that. But I'm not going to be wasting much time on this anyway. I would, but not for this video. Alright, so I decided to throw in a couple extra things. But that's okay. Gives you a little bit of a... The sign gives you a little bit of some info there. But anyway, after looking around, you find out that actually you're not actually supposed to go here at all. Although you can, but what you find out is it's really more of like a reference to like the fact that you can get the hookshot. So we're gonna do that. I'll just give you I'll just spare you a lot of heartache in trying to find it, but the first clue they give you is that the gravekeeper is dead. So you're gonna want to like right away go to, well, you want to head to this set of gravestones over here and grab this one over here because it's obviously got the graveyard on it. I mean the flowers. And if you just go down in it, all you do is you just open up the grave, sneak down here, and then you meet with this dude here. Young man, are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I am confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me if you dare. So the game sets it up so that you have to do 50 seconds of following them, and if you don't, you have to start over. So it's kind of a speed race. So it's kind of a neat little cave. And yes, this is actually a required race that must be taken. And you don't want to become barbecued. Like I am right now. There's about like 3 different sections to this entire race, and you have to get through like 3 parts at a time before like the clock sort of just like runs out on you. And then that'll become pretty obvious in this part of the game anyway, if you run into that. So this part here took a lot of time for me to figure that out when I first played it. Oh, did it ever. So basically, yeah, this is kind of like your last stretch in the race. You go in here, brings you right back out to here, and you chat with the dude. You ask him, come down from floating, just land on the ground. The time of this race was 05. Hey, 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 young man. You were very quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the... That's right, the Hookshot. At first, I thought the Hookshot was just kind of an original treasure from a game by the name of Big Dip's Adventure 2. And I thought that was like, that's where it was originally. I thought it originally came from there, but then I realized it came from here. So, yeah, treat this part of the level like it's some haunted house, right? So lo and behold, we have here your Hookshot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like saying much at all tonight. Now that doesn't even really look like a hook shot at all. It almost looks like a pointy needle of sorts. I don't know. So this is going to be a pretty essential thing that you're going to need for the second half of the game. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I didn't realize there's a... You have to... Obviously, if you ever come across these little boxes here, if it's ever like a big issue, you want to play the Song of Time. So, yeah, we play this here. I had to think of it. Every time I get to play any of the songs, it does not bore me for a split second. So yeah, that pretty much disappears, and you're able to go here. Just climb up this here, and there's a little shortcut. It brings you into this. Oh yeah, I forgot about this, but you get to meet up with this dude if you go through like Kakariko Village. And you can find this hidden in there, and if you chat with this guy here, he doesn't really have like a whole lot to say, really. I always kind of find this amusing, but we'll meet up with him later. For a little bit of a reference, there's a heart piece right right over there if you want to care to get it. That's probably the first way you can make use of your Hookshot if you want to try. But as I say, we're not going to be using that. So we'll just sneak our way back in here, and now we're going to make our way to the forest. So yeah, not much you can do here. So based off of Navi's concern, you want to head obviously to the forest, and we're going to do that now. Sorry folks that I haven't been like with you the last couple of days. I'm like so into being like procrastinating a whole lot. And if you can believe it, folks, I've just been offered another job, so it could take me away from this again, but I am going to try to devote what time I can to it. Playing this game, I don't know, let's just say, can be so relaxing. As we go, you're going to see these sort of like invisible enemies that sort of appear out. Those are called like pose. You can earn like a lot of like cool things with it, but specifically, as I mentioned before, there is there's a total of 4 bottles in the game, and to get the 4th one, it's a major challenge, and I'm not probably going to be getting it. this time around, but if I do see one of those giant Poes, I'll point them out to you. Now, then, where are we? Okay. Going the wrong direction. So, yeah, it's nighttime. Don't like that. So we're going to do this. Or that. Wake me up. Let the night go on. Yar. Oh, what? Morning already? Gee, time really does fly. Yeah, I know that was like kind of corny. So, I don't know. So I've heard a little bit about this so-called Master Quest thing. I guess if you're like a big Ocarina of Time fan, I'm sure it's got like tons and tons of talk about it. I don't know. It's not really. I don't really see the point to it. I might be more interested in doing the 3DS version. Like, provided if that part of Japan hasn't been destroyed yet. I don't know, we'll see. So, here you're going to head back to the forest. That hasn't changed, really. The only thing that's changed is there's, like, piranha plant-like figures that if you are really hell-bent on getting, like, more hearts or scrubs or whatever, then yeah, it's maybe worth killing or something. So, the only thing I'm going to really have to say about this... Whoa! Oops, sorry, I went a little too far. We'll just use the old backup levitation trick there. But yeah, basically, if you missed it before, you have a second chance to go into the forest of crappiness, or whatever. So the way to get back to where we did before, it's pretty much the same deal. Go here, and then go here, or not. Forgetful Jones, like from Sesame Street. Sorry folks, I kinda goofed. You wanna go this way. And then you wanna head. And then you have to talk to this guy here who isn't gonna really let you by, and he's gonna like to tell you like you can't go by or whatever. We know better. You want to play Saria's theme because we have that. So, break out that trusty Ocarina again and go here. It's kind of funny. It's kind of a giveaway, really. That's a melody. It says, it's a melody. Saria plays that song all the time. Do you know Saria? That song. Saria taught that song only to hear her friends. To hear her friends. Okay, I trust you. When I see you, I don't know why, but I remember him. Okay, like what is he talking about when he says I remember him? Whatever, I don't quite get that. I think we go through here. Yeah. Or not. Okay, that's just lovely. Okay, so we gotta do that again. But as I mentioned before, a few videos back, if you really get lost, always just listen for like Well, evidently they don't show it like in the emulator here, but you'll want to, okay, wrong area. You want to listen for like the holes that where the music is like the loudest, because if it gets like softer, then, well, you pretty much screwed the deal up. Okay, you don't want to go in there. I think you want to head this way. Yeah, thought so. Do I want to head this way, or do I want to head straight? Well, time to use a little bit of a save state, some save state abuse here. Let's see where we wind up. Is it here? Nope. Is it over here? Nope. Alright, it's gonna be over here then. And again. And I think this is where we want to be. Or not. Well, okay then, whatever. And then that. And then this. Oops. It took me like, oh jeez, I just went totally back-asswards. But if memory though serves me right, you want to go straight. And then head over here. And then I think you want to head either over here. Okay, yeah, I got it right. And a little bit of a cutscene ensuing here. Now he kind of cuts in and says, "From here on, we'll be going through some narrow passages. If you take it slow, maybe you can sneak up on some of the enemies." Well, the story is just there's some big boy enemies here that we have to avoid, and it gets really, really tiresome if you don't know what you're doing. So we'll just bypass this, because if you want to read it, you can just stop the video and listen to it. But basically, you want to watch out for bozos like that. If you're not careful, they like I just did. So what you want to do, if you get stuck here, just go over to the left, and then wait for the guy to sort of just like turn around, and then he won't see you, and then you should be okay. So now that he's turned around, you've got an edge to sort of just sneak behind him and just make your way right in here. And then you'll want to have him do that again. Basically, you want to say, "Hey, how you doing?" Go into the bushes and then sneak out and then go over here. So, and then it's just a matter of really strong improvising, really. So like here, you want to just kind of keep your wits about, make sure that doesn't happen. So you want to hide over here and just do the same thing over again. And when he's not looking, just like in the movies, this is why I use cheat codes. So yeah, basically you wait till he turns around, and then he turns around, and then you go right over here, and you gotta be like super quick about it too. So maybe we have to like, okay, let's just be patient enough. He'll turn around. Come on, big fella, it's not worth your time. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, you have to like time it so that you get over here without too much trouble. So same deal again. Let him pass you, and then run him right by. Now it's with this one that I forget what you do with this one. You just wait till he turns around. It's really tedious, folks. It's not easy at all. But the game does give you some pretty drastic measures, doesn't it? So yeah, you just wait till he turns around. He starts walking away a little bit, like smart boy you are, and then go over here. Haha. Guess what? Nobody's here. Go home. Do the same deal here. We don't let that happen. Come on. Come on, little fella. There's no one here. No one's here. Just return to your post. It's not worth it, man. So not worth it. Peekaboo. What's the matter? You didn't even see me, little bozo. Okay, that's weird. By all rights, he should have, like... Okay, now it's like... Now he finds me. It's alright, we're sort of close to where we have to be anyway. Alright, we're back on track. Well, evidently I fell right smack into a trap. Oh, yeah. We gotta go into that little... That's where I gotta go. Alright. So that's basically the bulk of the whole... Oh gosh, we're getting low on memory here. Sorry about that. So you just have to kind of wait for him to have his back turned on you, and as you're seeing, it is not by any stretch of the imagination easy. So, alright, let's see if I can lure this guy out again. Oh, okay, well, I sort of... Alright, so, well, we're running out of time, folks, so we're going to just kind of do a little bit of levitating a bit and just sneak up past him here. Sorry, I'm just kind of... don't have time right now. Alright, so, basically what you want to do is head here, into this set of water here, wait for this guy to not show himself, then, the entrance where you want to be is right over there by those stones there. And then you want to work as quickly as you can. And there you go. So your last stretch of obstacles is just dodging like the thumping of the guards up here. They kind of go like left and right. So you kind of have to like improv carefully where they show up. So we wanted to get here and enjoy the cutscene. So let's hope we can find Saria. And there's Sheik. I have to admit that Sheik makes a lot of cool moves on disappearing. It just sort of like does like magic poof daddy or whatever. But with the emulator, the way it is, it does like a little bit of a flash or whatever. So I don't know how to change that. But if you guys know, tell me. So there's that. A thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. In order to come back here again, play the Minuet of Force. So here's kind of a cool deal. The rest of the songs that you're going to get are pretty much warp songs. So that'll save a lot of time. And the first of these songs is the Minuet of the Forest. And basically, when you play certain songs, it'll bring you to that little like Triforce-looking platform that just showed a second there. So let's see how horrible this. So let's see how horrible I do with this one. Oh, cool. I kind of nailed that one the first try. Gotta love the wall. See, papa, 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 papa. And so there it is. You've learned the Minuet of Force. There it is. And once again, Link looks at the ocarina, like, what's going on here? And then, so anyway, yeah, Sheik just says, "I'll see you again," and mysteriously, suddenly just disappears. Whatever, makes no sense to me. Anyway, once you play it, it'll pretty much bring it like right over here. It's pretty much very helpful for the rest of the game. But not that you're gonna have to come back here that much, but. So basically, if you really are like set on wanting to go to the first Sage Castle, it's right up there, but I'm not going to be going there just yet. What I'm going to do instead is hit the magic little pause button and say that's pretty much it for this video. Next up, we're going to capture Epona. Everybody loves that, and I certainly do, and we're going to look forward to doing that. And we might just do some just random exploring, which might be the only time I actually devote the most amount of like time in a video to just randomly exploring. Maybe we'll explore a little bit of the mask shop if it lets us. I don't know. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this edition of Let's Try The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. We'll see you next time for part 20.